So we have Jo here today. She's an actor here in New York City and also a fitness professional. What do you want to focus on today?
I've had a lot of injuries in my life, so my left hip is always feeling a little out of place, a little tight when I'm working out. And it's, my left shoulder as well. It's always like kind of achy all the way up and down.
Can you feel like any movement that if you moved your left shoulder, you definitely can feel it right now?
Yeah, I can definitely feel it's like different for my right shoulder. It's a little bit tighter.
Okay.
And especially if I'm like doing any kind of push-ups or like pull downs or press ups, it doesn't feel like it's necessarily moving as smoothly as the right.
Okay. And describe what the hip does where you notice it. Like, is it just stretching it or like when you're doing a certain movement that
when I'm
notice
stretching it, it's a lot tighter, especially from like the hip point down through.
Okay.
And then also if I'm like standing or trying to balance, I can feel that my left hip tends to feel like it's almost further forward than my right.
Okay. And we have worked together before. So is there anything that you feel like you just have a sense that you wish I would do today? Like, do you feel like you need more body work, like soft tissue work? Or do you feel like what is resonating with you?
I think soft tissue work actually sounds like awesome.
Okay, so we're going to do a little of that today.
Yeah.
So let's start face down and let's just see if we can isolate like a spot. Here, I'll start you up. You're going to lie face down. And let's start with something real simple, just like lifting your legs. So you're going to start the achy side's the left side. So let's start with the good side. So you're going to take this leg like one long piece and lift it up by yourself. Okay, so that's what the right leg feels like.
Yeah.
Now we'll switch to the side that's been achy. And first of all, it's coming up a little rickety, right? Like it came up. There's actually a term for it that I've heard called cogwheel. A cogwheel, here, look this way. A cogwheel goes like, right? So it came up that way where it didn't come up smooth. Like the right one, it came up and hesitated and then went the rest of the way. Do it one more time. Let's see if I was right about that. So it stops and then continues. So it does have a little bit of that cogwheel effect. But when you do it this time, the third time, I want you to dig your thumb into where you feel like restriction or where you feel there's a problem point connected to the lift.
Right down here.
So she's pointing level with the top of the hip crest, but it's really lateral. It's really out to the outside. Do you feel that nasty spot here?
Oh, yeah.
So now I'm going to hold it and you lift that leg and see if I'm on the spot. Is that kind of it?
Yeah, maybe a little to the left of it.
Left means
that way.
outside, yeah. See, I don't know my left from my right. Okay, do it again.
Yeah, it's right in there.
And I can feel the muscle jump under my thumb when I do that. So do one more time. Yeah, so that's one of the bad spots, correct?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so I'm going to dig that out a little bit. Can I move the waistband down like 1.5 inches?
Yes.
Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to move this up 1 inch or 2. And I'm going to use a couple of dots of oil so I don't pull your skin. And I'm going to just massage a little bit. We were talking about this when you first arrived today that I've been a chiropractor I graduated in June of 1998. So can anybody do the math on that? 21 years or so maybe. And before that I was a massage therapist for about 8 years. So I do like the massage part of it too. It's not like I ever stopped thinking that was important. That's a bad spot, right?
Yeah.
So this is what I mean by soft tissue work. So hard tissue would be the bones, right?
Right.
And soft tissue is muscles, ligaments, tendons. Depends how you want to define cartilage. But I'm not going to do much cartilage work today. It's hard to massage a cartilage. But you can feel how nasty this is, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just digging in. And I got some strong thumbs, don't I?
Oh, yep. Ow.
So this is really nasty in there. I'm sorry, because I know this hurts. And I'm going to hit a little bit on the outside of this hip.
Okay.
Just the very top of the glute. And right in there is really bad too. Do you feel this?
Not so much like pain, but it almost feels like the muscle is just like not going to go anywhere.
Yeah. And so what I often do is flare the leg out like a dancer does a passe. Would you hear it pop?
Yeah.
You just went crack. Does that side pop sometimes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So again, I'm pushing in as I'm pushing it really strong. I didn't even try my elbow yet, but here's my elbow in case you're wondering, why didn't he use his elbow? Were you thinking that? Okay, now stretch that leg straight. Watch the leg go straight. And as you bring it close to the other one.
Oh my God.
Good. So, ready?
Yeah.
I'm fixing this. Lift that left leg now.
So much better.
Okay, do it one more time. Perfect. Good. Now I'm going to pull on this leg, okay? I'm going to turn it out a little bit so you're off your kneecap.
Got it.
And I'm just going to bounce it a few times. And do you feel a pop a little bit on the inside? Good. So lift it again now, because now I gave it space.
Sounds better.
Yeah. And you feel better, right?
Yeah, like the muscle or like the weird spot's not tightening. Like when it's lifted, it actually feels like my leg can actually work.
Good, good, good. So your legs are even now. I'm going to have you turn your face to the right now. And when you turn to the right, do you have any tension that you can point to? You might say, hey, I feel it up here. All right, so let's do that first. I'm going to use the activator instrument, the tapping instrument, lie face down. And I'm going to go into C2 and adjust it. And return your face to the right. Did that shift at all, or is it still the same spot?
It's a lot smoother.
Okay, is there another spot? Like, let's chase this. Did it travel?
It traveled a little bit further.
Okay, so we're going to do a little lower. And I'm going to do 2 of them. Now try again to turn to the right.
Yeah, now it's released.
Good. So now turn to the left. And what do you notice when you go this way? Anything you can tell me?
This side is a lot tighter than when I turn to
All
the
right, let's start working on these.
It literally travels like all the
So
way
let's
down.
do a bunch of them, okay? So I'm going to do like 2 or 3 and then recheck. And then 2 or 3 and recheck. Recheck means I ask you.
Got it.
Okay, so now turn to the left and give me some direction.
The top is a lot smoother. I still feel it a little bit further down towards the shoulder.
Now I could blindly just, whack you all over the place, but I always, a big part of my practice is people that really know their bodies. I work with dancers and fitness instructors and yoga teachers and spin teachers and CrossFit people and people that really know their bodies, and athletes and jiu-jitsu players, et cetera, et cetera. So I just enjoy the collaboration part of it. Like, I can just work in silence and never have you talk. But, I'm here 8 hours, 9 hours today. I'd rather make this a session where we workshop together, and I say, hey, which way do you, where do you feel it now? Where do you feel it now? And it also allows you to really tune in. And the other cool thing about it is, let's say you come back and next time, because we've opened the dialogue that way, that we created that type of working agreement, then you come in and go, you know what, I noticed I still got that thing turning my head to the left and it's right here and here. And we just start right off where we left off and just keep increasing how much we can get done in one visit. Because I just simply include you in the visit and not make it a solo show. So now turn to the left.
Oh, so much better.
Yeah, so you sit so much better, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. I'm going to reach in and I'm going to grab the skin here, okay?
Okay.
Like right in here. And I'm just going to pull a little bit. You probably heard those a little bit from the inside, right? But we couldn't hear them too much on this side. Lie on your side facing me.
It's like a bubble popping.
It felt like a little bubble wrap, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to be on your side now. Put your head here. And scoot your hips towards the edge. I do that for 2 reasons. One is so I can reach you. But the other is that, do you see how your knee won't hit the table?
Yeah.
And I get better range of motion.
Got it.
And you're pretty flexible, so I need to work with that. I'm going to roll this towards me. We're going to work down here at the bottom of L4, L5.
Oh.
Good. Come to the other side now. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
And we're going to mirror image to this side. So this time you're going to pull up your right knee. And I'm going to pull this through like this. Drop the hips towards me. How was that one? Good. Now lie on your back. I'm going to take this pillow away.
Okay.
Take a big breath in and blow it out.
Nose or mouth?
Mouth. Good question. I didn't know what you meant. So keep breathing. And mouth, maybe, that you asked.
Oh my God. It's such a weird feeling.
Are you okay? Did you survive?
I'm so good. It like,
Should we stop there? Do you want to do the other side?
We can do the other side.
All right, here we go. Maybe come straight from over the top a little bit. Good. You can react. You can breathe. You okay?
Yeah.
All right, good. Now scoot towards me a little bit. You're gonna keep coming to the edge,
Okay.
and I'm gonna crisscross your arms. We're gonna end on this one, okay?
Okay.
Hi. So come sit up and just swing this way. And how do you feel? Roll your neck around.
Oh gosh, I feel so much better. It's like usually when I do this, I feel things catch all the way around, and it was actually like a smooth circle.
All right, good.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.